There we are, live again. Welcome everybody. How's it going? We're gonna get this thing done if it kills us. Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, we're about to go live with our guest as soon as he joins. I'm certainly not making it easy on him. But anyway, yeah. So this is live from Matt Fisher's own home in Brooklyn, New York. Where, you know, of all towns, our town is really feeling it. So everybody out there who's bunkered down and kicking in to keep everybody in the race, we appreciate it maybe more than most. Thanks, everybody, for your quarantine times. But we're having fun with it. We're jammed in here with my wife and my two boys and spending more time, having more fun, losing more sleep. You know, that's, I think, one of the funny things about it as we go live. Oh, here we go. Let's bring our guy in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to my apartment and to Dad, Misha Collins. How's it going?
It's going well. How's it going for you?
Not too bad.
I mean, it's going as well as it can.
Yeah,
You're cloistered in with your family. How? Oh no! Looks like my computer is dying on me too. This is not the time.
Right. That's
I need my computer. It's my lifeline.
How have isolation times been treating you and your family?
It's been ups and downs. We have had, I think the first 3 weeks or so was pretty rough for me, just recalibrating. And I think I went into the process thinking I'm going to get so much done. I mean, I have been characterized by my friends and family as a pathological optimist. So I'll often look for the silver lining on things and find the good in it. And I thought as we went into this quarantine, I'm cut off from a bunch of friends. I've lost a bunch of work. There are a lot of things that feel on the surface not great, but I thought at least I'm going to have some concentrated time to get some creative work done. And as it turns out, I was unable to get any creative work done because there's so many fucking dishes. So
it's really true.
I've now sort of recalibrated and oh, West, you're bringing me coffee? You're such a good child. He's never had anything that before. West, thank you. So yeah, it's an interesting time, but I am trying to find the silver linings. I miss certain people quite a bit, but I also have been connecting with folks over, Zoom calls and the like. And
yep.
And yeah, and we're setting up this this virtual scavenger hunt for families that are stuck at home, and I think that that's going to be actually a lot of fun, and it's something I'm looking forward to, and I'm enjoying setting up right now.
Yeah, let's talk about that. We've been trying to pass along tips for people to stay connected with each other, also stay active, have fun stuff for their families and their kids to do. And it seems like along those lines, you've been busier than most lining things up like that. Tell us more about how GISH and how it's going to work this year.
Well, so for those who don't know, every year I run the world's largest scavenger hunt. It's GISH, which stands for Greatest International Scavenger Hunt. The acronym is a little on the nose, I know, but basically it's a week-long event where we send people out into the world to do and make all sorts of strange things. Anything from a wedding dress made from recycled paper to getting NASA to write something on the International Space Station related to your theme. And we have,
y'all are written up on Mars, right?
Yeah, I mean, NASA ultimately officially named a mountain on Mars GISH. When they put that on their Twitter feed, I was like, I think I can just stop everything right now and die happy. We broke 8 Guinness World Records over the years. It's been a very fun, very big event, very boisterous. But it does involve people going out into the world and sort of pushing their boundaries a little bit. People participate in 100 different countries. It's a great experience. It's very intense. It's a week long. But we're retooling GISH to just do a 1 day mini hunt that people can do from home with their kids, and um, and we're really looking at it as an opportunity to have some play and have some fun, but also find ways to connect through that with folks virtually. So we're assembling teams virtually. People are going to be, doing items that are all things that can be done from home without going shopping. And a lot of people have signed up so far in countries all over the world, and I think it's going to be a great experience. But one of the seeds of inspiration for it was a little game that we played with my son, who just dropped off the coffee, and my grandmother, so his great grandmother, and we had him put together a list of questions, and then they FaceTimed each other, and the questions were everything from what is your favorite flavor of ice cream to what was your favorite day that you can remember, and to what is different about living through this pandemic and living through a war, and got some really beautiful answers, and it spurred a conversation and a quality of conversation between my 9-year-old and my 95-year-old grandmother that was unlike anything that they had ever engaged in before. And then my younger child, my 7-year-old, then took all of the data that had been collected from that interview and did a drawing for my grandmother of her favorite things, of peppermint stick ice cream and a bike ride with her now deceased husband, my grandfather, and that little point of connection between the three of them, actually was really lovely for the whole family. So that was sort of a seed, like, wait, we could maybe put these kind of challenges out into the world, and have it be a way to fight off the horrible boredom of being stuck at home with your family, but also find a way to take that those resources that we happen to have at this moment and put them towards something good. And one other thing I'll say about GISH is that it always has a very strong charitable aspect. So we're also putting the resources of GISH to bear to help to pay for meals for families who are in dire straits at this moment. And we've now with the registrations that we have so far, we've already purchased 100,000 meals, which is awesome.
How do people get involved? That's a big part of it.
They can go to gish.com, GISH, and just register. And then the event is not this is in 1 week. So it's a 1-day event, and it's next weekend. And but they have to register now. Like, I think tomorrow is the end of registration.
Okay, cool. So people should jump on it at gish.com. And with the meals and that type of charity, coming from Brooklyn, where there's so much agonizing over closing schools and things like that, and the kind of services that people get and the ancillary assistance that people get, and as that stuff is shut down, it's been tough around here. So we super appreciate that kind of work. It's really great to do.
Are you doing more like live streams than usual, or is this is sort of your normal cadence? How has your life changed?
Oh, all the way. Our sort of stock and trade at the Dad has been sort of cinema quality video sketches and things like that. And now that we've all been scattered to the winds, we've really been trying to figure out a way to replicate the kind of messaging we put out over phones and the internet like that. And it's a little bit like you're saying with those stories and sharing intergenerational stories and stuff like that. As tough as it's been on everybody, I think that we're a little bit more deliberate in the ways we reach out, and we're a little bit more appreciative of the connections that we have. So finding these ways to connect people and enjoy activities in solidarity with each other, I think that's great. And GISH is such a great way to.
I imagine that a lot of people are sort of turning to you at this moment because people are experiencing a very different quality of family life now than ever before. And a different intensity of it too, right? I mean,
certainly
we're all like in a way that we haven't been before, and it's both frustrating and a silver lining. It's giving us a chance to connect with our kids in a way that we maybe were too busy to do before.
That's right. You know, we always wish for more time with the family, and we've certainly got it now. Have you found any tips and tricks? How has life changed? Is there like a go-to meal or a go-to hack that you'd want to share with everybody that y'all have discovered?
Well, my wife and I wrote a family cooking cookbook called the Adventurous Eaters Club a year ago. And we've actually been going through our own cookbook with the kids. And they they keep on retooling the recipes in the book. Like, I think we should have done this differently. And I keep saying, guys, the ship has sailed. It's already in print. We can't think like that. But one thing that we have been doing is allowing, or not allowing, but we've been scheduling the kids taking shifts as the chef. So once a week, each of the kids are responsible for being the chef, and I'm the sous chef for cooking the meal. And it's been very inventive and fun. There's still too much mess in the kitchen. But I think that it's a pill that I'm just going to have to swallow at this point.
Well, that's always very
projects. What's that?
I'm the cleanup guy. So when dishes pop up, I see that's when I spring into action. That's like That's how I know that I'm useful again. That's how I sing for my supper.
I've been trying to get the kids to do more cleaning than they have in the past, and it works in fits and spurts. If they're in the right mood, they'll go and toil for 2 hours, and if they're not, it's like pulling teeth. So I haven't cracked that nut. We've done some projects together. We built a little doghouse, and things like that, which have been fun. But yeah, we're also changing all of the rules at the moment. We had very strict restrictions on screen time, for example.
Yeah.
They're watching a lot of television. I think that my children have now made it through the entire 11 years of Friends. They know everything about Joey and Chandler. So yeah, we definitely are not being the perfect parents or the vision of perfect parents that we thought we would be, and it's okay. I read an article in the New York Times parenting section about don't try to hold yourself to too high a standard right now. None of us have the resources to be perfect right now, and I really think that's true. I think if we can get our kids through this alive, we've done a good job. And if we can have a little fun with them along the way, that's a triumph.
Definitely agreed. Yeah, the techniques we're discovering now, we are in quarantine mode. Like we're, enjoying each other's company and finding new solutions, but to a very different situation than we all found ourselves in 2 months ago. Certainly.
Yeah.
And that's great. And so the website is GISH, and it's all going on. When's the actual date? It all happens next weekend?
Yeah, it happens next weekend. It'll actually start on Saturday and end on Sunday, but it's a 24-hour window from noon to noon, and will just be a lot of activities. It'll be fun for kids of all ages, for parents, for grandparents, and will also help forge connections out in the world. We'll have easy things to do that are just, little art projects for kids, but also some fun, more challenging, more technical things that can actually frustrate grown-ups as well. So it should be fun. It will be fun.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I know that's exactly the kind of thing my family's looking for, and a bunch of our followers too, I'm sure. And we'll all kick in, and we'll see you there.
All right. Really great talking to you. Happy quarantine. Take care.
Thank you. Hang in there. Bye. Misha Collins, ladies and gentlemen. What a sweetie, huh? Yeah, so the website is gish.com. It's what a great thing for this time. And usually happens in the summer. And so, just like everything we were talking about, what a way to take something that's good message, good activity that happens in a completely different way and retool it for, and how appropriate is it for now and for these times. So yeah, we'll definitely do it. Thanks for all the comments and stuff. We'll always go through them and see if anybody has any good ideas. We're going to be on Instagram Live more and more here with interviews, and whether it's just with comedians and other dads and the dad and scary mommy and fatherly orbit, or you never know when a full-blown celebrity is going to pop on by. It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood that way. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the dad and all the videos and stuff. And if you see us go live, please do pop in, because we'll be having fun and soliciting your ideas and feedback. So enjoy your Saturday. It's please don't change out of your pajamas till Monday morning, and and leave us a comment on the dad about how you're doing. That's what we're doing these days, is documenting the new experience of families and dads and kids as we navigate these weird times. And glad to say that thanks to the magic of Instagram Live, we're all in it together. So yeah, happy Saturday. Back to your cartoons, and we'll see you this week on the dad, and then next week at the greatest international scavenger hunt with Misha Collins. Till then, y'all. Bed.